We are live. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Sonia. I'm the co-founder of Boutique. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for attending. Thanks for following us, being part of our community. Today we have Stacy Streeter with us. Hi, Stacy. Thanks for
Hi,
being
thanks for
here.
having me.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, and you're going to give us a lot of good information. Stacy is a brand ambassador at Priori Skincare, brand educator as well. She's a licensed esthetician for more than 16 years. She worked with major skincare brand, and she joined like Priori Skincare for a while. And has a true passion for skincare product ingredients, and she's eager to share with you information today. That way you can choose the right product for your skin, because it's very important. For Priori Adaptive Skincare, it's not only Priori Skincare. It's a clinically proven skincare brand. It's safe, natural, clean, and very powerful. It's a biotech company. And why adaptive? Because we live in an environment that change, and our skincare has to adapt to those change. Then during the event, you will be in good hands with Stacy, and you will learn today about the at-home micro-derm treatment for the face and body. That way, your skin is glowing for the spring and the summer, because we are looking forward for that, really. And she's gonna be using and demonstrate this with the exfoliant peel and scrub, and she's gonna give you many beauty tips, and you can have the product at boutique.nyc. Then don't hesitate to ask question below on Facebook or YouTube, and she will answer all your question at the end. I'm not going to take more time, and I'm going to leave the stage to you, Stacy, and I see you later.
Okay, thanks so much. I appreciate the introduction. That was
You're
perfect.
welcome. You're welcome.
All right, well, I'm so excited today to share our 2 exfoliant peel and scrub at Priori Skincare. This is a product that is a hero product for us. It's one of our top selling SKUs. And the reason why it's so popular is because it's multifunctional. So you can use this from your head to your toes. And what I like about this particular product is you're getting a manual exfoliation and a chemical exfoliation. So the manual exfoliation is going to be that traditional small bead that you see in an exfoliant or a scrub. And the chemical exfoliation is actually going to be a complex called our Lca Complex. Our Lca Complex is made up of lactic acid, vitamins A, C, E, and provitamin A. And what it's going to do, it's going to give you that really nice, soft exfoliation. So you might be asking, why do I need to exfoliate? So as the skin cells kind of move up, our skin starts to get a little drier, a little duller, a little rough. And so when you want to go in for an exfoliation, it will get rid of all that dead skin cells. It's going to make your skin look more bright, more vibrant. Your makeup's going to go on better. Your skincare is going to absorb more quickly and more efficiently. So the Lca Complex is also in conjunction with another complex that we have, and it's called our anti-irritant complex. So we know we love to exfoliate, and sometimes we can over-exfoliate. So we actually have an anti-irritant complex in there that's going to help reduce inflammation and redness in the skin. What I want to show you is how great and creamy this texture is. So you're just going to take a little bit. I like to use about a dime size, and you can see it has a beautiful creamy texture. That's going to give a really nice buffering effect to the skin. You can use it on dry skin if you want a little bit more of an intense exfoliation. If you tend to be a little bit more on the sensitive side, you'll want to use it wet, or you can put it in a cleanser as well. So you're really getting a lot of multitasking ingredients. So you'll see here, you don't even really see the beads. The little beads in it are these perfectly round wax beads. And the reason why we want something perfectly round is so that way when we're doing an exfoliation, we don't want anything with a hard edge because it's going to create little micro tears in the skin. Those little micro tears tend to cause damage, and that's also where you can get some of that exfoliation. And it can kind of give you a little of a stinging effect when you put other products on top of it. The wax beads are really great too because they start to kind of soften the skin, and they soften and kind of break down as you apply it to the skin. And they're also marine safe. So when they go down the drain and they go into the system of our water system, you don't have to worry about it polluting our environment for our fish and our coral reef and all that good stuff. So you'll see you get a nice exfoliation. It's not going to foam up. It's going to be nice and creamy on the texture. You can use this all over your face, but you can also use it on your body. So it's great if you have the little bumps on the back of your arms, the little keratosis pilaris. This is going to help to exfoliate that. You can then massage it with water, and you really get a beautiful, silky kind of scrub going. And you can kind of see when you wipe it away how glowing the skin is. I mean, you can already see the difference between the two hands. You can see how soft that is. So a little bit about, you can use this 1 to 2 times a week. If you're sensitive, I would just start out once a week to see how your skin kind of does. The Lca Complex is also going to obviously do exfoliation and hydration, but what it also does is it helps with the natural hydration system in our skin. So it has almost like a humectant factor. So if the skin is plump and hydrated, it's actually going to be less prone to wrinkles. It's going to bounce back kind of like a baby has like no wrinkles, right? Because they're full of water. What you're going to love about this particular product too is you can use it in the shower. So I actually use it in the shower. You can use it after your cleansing as a second cleanse to really make sure you have all that dead skin cells off. It's also going to be great for exfoliation with ingrown. So if you tend to, men when they shave, it's great for them as well because it helps to lift the hair from the follicle. So what they would do is they would actually use this first, and then they can go in and shave afterwards with their regular shaving cream, and then you're going to have less chance for for those ingrowns to happen as well. And it's just going to be one of those things that you're going to have. You want to use an exfoliant to really soften the skin, right? So I know I kind of already mentioned that, but what you want to do is you want to use it on a regular basis to really keep the skin cells at bay. So when you're using an exfoliant, you want to use something that is going to have active ingredients to treat the skin. So any kind of concern or need that your skin might have. This one is great for dullness, dryness, dead skin. Then you want to go and you want to continually using it so that you see that softening appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So you're going to get like a twofold from it, if that makes sense. And I think that's really kind of it about the product. It's going to give you that at-home micro-derm feeling. Your skin's going to be really soft, supple, bright. Trying to think what else. It's great for pre-tanning, for manicures. You can, if you tend to get ingrowns on the manicure, it's great for that. So this is something, like I said, 1 to 2 times a week. You definitely want to be incorporating a exfoliant in your skincare routine. Any active products that you put on afterwards are going to be absorbed more quickly into the skin, work more efficiently. You always want to make sure that you're following up with a moisturizer to keep your skin plump and hydrated after an exfoliant. You don't want to just exfoliate and walk away, but you really want to make sure that you're utilizing something to help all your products penetrate. And that's where this particular product comes into play.
Oh, thank you. Well, I came up because there's a few questions as well.
Oh, okay.
Then Alex Alex, she said, I'm excited to hear about it. And we are excited that you're here, Alex. She would like to interested in learning about the chemical aspect. Then,
Exfoliant.
yeah.
Yeah, so the chemical is going to be that LCA complex, the lactic acid, vitamin A, C, E, and provitamin A. So that lactic acid, something about lactic acid is we naturally make lactic acid. So when we put it on our skin knows exactly what to do with it. So we know lactic acid is going to give you that natural, mild exfoliation. So that's why we can actually combine a chemical and the manual exfoliation together, because we're giving you that mild exfoliation from the lactic acid. And because we naturally make it, the response system to the skin is perfectly. It's like, oh, I know exactly what to do with that. So chemical, lactic acid, manual, the wax beads.
Okay, thank you. I hope it answered your question, but she has a question, Alex, as well. She said, will we notice it peeling since it's chemical?
Great question. Love that question. No. So when you look at a retail product, so a retail product is designed to work on the surface of the skin. When you have a chemical that is developed to be on a professional side that will penetrate deeper into the skin, that's when you tend to get that reaction of peeling. Because this is a retail product, it's designed to be on the skin. It's also, lactic acid is not known for causing peeling. It doesn't have that trigger response system where it almost like injures the skin, and that's why the skin peels. But no, it will not peel your skin. Now, if you were to use it every single day, twice a day, then you might get some peeling because that's too much for the skin and you would never want to do that. But lactic acid is a great natural mild exfoliant because we naturally make it.
But Alex, if you're interested in peeling, Priori Skincare have a smart pad peel. I mean, it's so amazing. There's, I think, 25 or 30 in the pot. It's so great. You feel like you went to an esthetician with that.
Yeah, our smart peel pads, the LCA smart peel pads. Yes, those are amazing. So you would just swipe that across your face. You could actually use this prior and put that on, and that'll give you that tingle that you're probably looking for. And it will resurface the skin, help to keep your pores clean and clear. If a pore is clean and clear, it will be less visible on the surface of the skin. So absolutely, you would definitely want to look at those. I love that you brought that up.
Yeah, thank you. Well, thank you, Alex. She said, love that. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here, Alex.
Yeah, thanks.
Love you. Thank you. We have a question from Dana. Dana is with us at Boutique. She said, hi, Stacy. Is the product safe around the eye area?
Great question. So I would say you want to stay right where the orbital bone starts. So we know that the skin around the eye is the most delicate skin on our body, and it's the first place that we see aging. So we want to stay like out of that orbital bone because it does have a little bit of a manual exfoliation. We don't want to pull and tug on that delicate skin. If you're looking for some exfoliation around the eye area, you'll want to find an eye cream that has the lactic acid compound in it that will help with that exfoliation. You'll want to find an eye cream that has exfoliation to use at night. But definitely want to stay away from the eye area.
Yeah, that's Dana. I hope it answered my question, because when I exfoliate, I always make sure, I don't go. And I can know, with the age, this goes like the wrinkles comes fast.
Whoa.
You're like, oh, okay, some aging signs here. Dana, does the product have a scent?
No. So at Priori, we use no additional scents. So the final formulation is the final formulation. We don't use any fragrance or essential oils in our products. So there is a little bit, you can smell a little bit of the lactic in it, which is normal, which I kind of like, but it's a very clean smelling product.
Yeah, it's super mild. I mean, I use it myself.
That's why I feel like I added into a cleanser because you're not mixing anything that, because sometimes I want to get a 2-for-1. You need to be quick, but I need to cleanse and I need to exfoliate. None of our products have any scents in them. So you're not mixing any kind of, essential oils that might cause irritation.
Absolutely. And how does the tube last?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So you could see, I use like a nickel size maybe for my face, and then I'll probably use maybe a quarter size for like anywhere I need to exfoliate on my body. I will tell you, if that's all you're using, and this is a retail size. I mean, you can see. Well, I'm also 5'11", so I have really big hands. But it should last you 6. I know, right? I feel like I'm like, oh my
gosh. 6.
But it is 4 ounces. So it's a lot of product. And a little bit goes a long ways because it has that creamy texture. You get a lot of slip. You get a lot of glide with it. I would say 6 months, 7 months, kind of depends on usage. If you're really a heavy-handed with product, you might go through it a little bit quicker, but definitely 6 to 7 months for sure.
Dana is saying thank you to.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. I mean, for the body and face, would you recommend to do the face before the body, or it's always a question that comes, I mean, with what do we start? Does it make a difference or not?
So I keep this in my shower because I like to use it. I like to use it all over, but I also like to use it prior to me putting on my makeup. Because I feel like it really helps my makeup feel really nice and soft on my skin. So I use it in the shower. And then what I like is that I get the shower going. It has the steam. And then I put it on dry because I like more of an intense exfoliation. And I take it from my head down to my toes. And I just keep going and I'll add some water to keep getting some slip. But I really focus on the back of my arms, my neck, my décolleté, because, those places all need a lot of exfoliation that probably don't get it as much as my face because I'm using other active ingredients. So, but if I'm in the shower and I notice that the back of my arms have the little bumps kind of coming up, especially during summertime that happens, I might get in there and be like, okay, I don't need to do my face because I used our peel pads the night before. And so I'll just do like a little bit and do on my arms. Really great for if your hands are really dry and kind of like just looking kind of rough, give them a nice exfoliation. Your hands will be so nice and dry. So it doesn't matter just as long as you get it on.
Yeah, but it's a great tip, on dry. I think this is a good tip, and also for the hands, because we have a tendency to feel our hands, dry for whatever things we're doing, especially at home. We're working, doing things at home. I mean, we get our hand in the water so much.
Well, and we're using so much hand sanitizer and wipes, and we're in public places and we're using that public hand sanitizer that is probably even more alcohol than the ones that we get from like, our local store or whatever. So I just noticed like how dry my hands are and how great this feels. And then I put our hand and body replenisher on top of it. And it's like, oh my gosh, a hand treatment,
Yeah, but this is really a good tip. And also we were discussing before the event, it was like offline, but we were discussing, the effect on buying, let's say, an exfoliant from Priori and buying one that is for $10. I mean, you're gonna have the same feeling, probably not same feeling, but you're gonna have a feeling of exfoliation. But what are the effects on the long term? And I really loved what you said, and I would like you to share this with our audience, Stacy.
Yeah, of course. So when you buy a professional grade product, you're buying the science and everything that went into to make this product. So for us, it's our complexes, right? So we have our Lca Complex that we talked about. We also have that anti-irritant complex. And we also have sourcing of quality ingredients. So we're using the best of the best to make sure that we give you a more predictable result. When you buy something from like a big box store and it costs $10, you might think, oh, well, it all has the same ingredients in it. But for something to be made on such a mass level, it has to be made in really big batches. Like we make all of our product in small batches so we can control the environment and kind of what the final formulation is going to be. When they make something in a big batch, they can't put all the active ingredients in these big batches. It would cost a ton. So what happens is those active ingredients, even though they're on the label, they get diluted because they also have to put filler in this product to keep the cost down. And they also have to put some kind of preservative system in it because they have to make it on such a large scale to get the price point low. So yes, you might be buying a $10 exfoliant and you might see results, but your long-term benefit isn't going to be there. And you're not getting the full bang for your buck with the active ingredient. You might have to use a lot of that product to even see any kind of result. Where if you buy a professional grade product, those active ingredients are at the top of the ingredient deck. Therefore, you're getting a quicker result, you're getting a predictable result, and you're getting a more long-term benefits because you're probably also getting better ingredients. So that's kind of why we want to invest in quality skincare, is because of the long-term goal that you're looking for. If you're looking for a quick fix, that's called a magic wand, and we don't have those. Just kidding.
Well, there's no magical pill anyway, in general. But I love the metaphor that you brought up. Is like you're doing a smoothie with real fruit and all healthy ingredients, and you're doing another smoothie. This is full of sugar, full of ice cream. Both of them taste really good, but maybe the one with ice cream and sugar tastes even better. But on the long term, if we do it on a regular basis, it's more a long-term thing. And that's why, the ingredients is so important. And more we are aware of this. And this is so important that all of us and all the brands become 100% clean, that it's not an issue anymore. Clean is a standard. Then Priori Skincare is a clean product for us. We really look for brands and products that are clean. And Priori is one of them. Then if you buy one of their products, you know that it's safe and it works for you. Then I love the metaphor because it's food for our skin. I know many brands use this probably like food for our skin, but skincare is really food for our skin. Besides the fact that we have to eat well, we have to drink water, we have to exercise, we have to do many things also, and inside and outside. We, Alex, have another question. Would this pair well with self-tanner?
Yes, I love this question. So yes, this is what I use for my pre-tan. So I use my self-tanner. As you can see, I stay out of the sun. So this is great because it's really going to soften the skin, gets rid of all that dead skin cells, especially if you tend to have any areas that collect the tanner, right? So the tanner sometimes collects on like little dry patches that maybe you didn't see, or around your knees or your the bottom of your feet. What's nice about it is if you can really go in there and work that, you will not have that collection of pigment from the tanner. I've used a ton of scrubs in my day and I feel like this one is so nice because it really does also, remember, the tanner tends to dry our skin out because of the DHA in it. And because this has the lactic acid in it, which is helping with the natural hyaluronic acid response system in our skin, this is also going to help to bring hydration, natural hydration from the environment to our skin. So you'll have less cracking for that tanner. So yeah, it's a great pre-tan.
All right. Alex, I hope it answered your question. Alex, you said yes, absolutely, but I don't know it was about what, but okay, yes, absolutely. I
Okay.
think we were commenting about, the food for skin, maybe. Yeah, I hope it's that then. Thanks for being here, Alex. Then you know where to find it. You can go at boutique.nyc. I will put it in the banner here, and it's $38. It can last up to 6 months. Then if you are a heavy, how do you say it, heavy hand,
Heavy-handed.
handed, maybe less than 6 months. I'm a heavy-handed person.
I
Then
am too.
I love when it's creamy on the skin. Then I love that. It's boutique.nyc. Beside that, if you don't have any question, I would like to say, Stacy, thank you so much. It was very insightful. Thank you for giving all the information about exfoliation, about the product, and I hope you got the information you were looking for. And thanks for attending. We really appreciate that. We have events every week. We have the beauty class with Dana every week. Then stay tuned on our calendar. Just subscribe to our calendar, and you will have news from us. That's for sure. Then thanks again, Stacy.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon. Have a good day. Anytime where you are. Then see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.